that. This is a number 3, size 3. And the writing on the cartridge is a little bit worn because I've had these in and out of my pockets a few times. Again, this is a cartridge from Live Ale, high performance steel shot, used for a 12 bore 76mm or 3-inch chambered gun, proof to 1370 bar, 36 grams of number 3 shot or 3.2 mil. These are really large duck and small goose close range cartridges, so perhaps Canada's at 20 yards, 25 yards, and mallards and whatnot at longer ranges. Your usual sort of lead ranges you might have probably out to 30-35 yards. I haven't actually had the opportunity to use these on live game, unfortunately. I was originally sold these for shooting geese, but the geese eluded me, and I've since then done a little bit of research on the internet and found that number 3 steel's a little bit hazy. You'll want something bigger, ideally. I think sort of an ideal, the way I get it, is about number size 1 or even BB, because they carry a little bit more, quite a bit more energy. If you were shooting, on the other hand, one of these high density non-toxic shots like heavy shot, then size 3 I think would be adequate because it's that much denser. It's equivalent to lead, and I think size 3 or 2 was quite a common shot size to be using on geese. But yeah, that's your cheap non-toxic load. I think these are about £6 a box for 25, as opposed to 18 quid for 10 or something ridiculous, whatever it is, if you're buying heavy shot or Winchester or Remington, super high density stuff. Next one along is a 2.5-inch BB load. This again is Ely Maximum, quite a well recognized model, if you like. BB 34 gram, 2.5-inch. Probably not advisable to shoot these in 2.5-inch chambered guns if they're a little bit on the tired side. Best to restrict these to your more modern over and under, I'd have said, or auto or something like that. These, you can see, there's a little clear bit in there. That's because this is a plastic wad. I'm not sure they do these in a fibre wad, and that's pretty much what I could get. Again, I was sold these for shooting foxes and have had dire poor results with these, and I would not recommend you use a 34 gram BB cartridge on a fox. It's just not good enough. They just do not cut the mustard. But I tell you what these are good for is dray busting, so shooting squirrel drays. It does that par excellence. Usually squirrel drays, they can be quite high up in the tree and they're perched on branches and things, but you put one of these with these in the right place and it's almost like raining sticks and leaves all over the woods. So these are really good for that. That's what I keep these for. I always have a box around just for doing just that. A better fox cartridge is this. This is probably the heaviest cartridge that you are likely to find in the shop, unless you found heavier. I really don't know. As you can see rather fuzzily, this is a cartridge manufactured by Game Bore, and again another English brand I think. Mammoth Magnum 76mm or 3-inch BB in 50 grams. Yep, 50. I think the box calls the Mammoth Highbird, and there's 10 of these in the box and they're £6. A little bit more expensive per cartridge, but considering there's probably up to twice a regular cartridge load in here. This again uses a plastic wad in here, just I think to protect the barrel, and to keep the shot charge together a little bit further down the barrel. As you can see, uses a 6-point crimp there. Shooting these, well, it's an experience, shall we say. It's like being kicked in the shoulder by Chuck Norris. There is some real poke in these, and shoot them through 1/2 and 3/4 choke. They are a really dense pattern at 30 yards. I haven't used these on fox, but there's a little small holding where I shoot, and they're growing corn again. So when they're combining, I'll be walking down by the side of the harvester, and we'll see what these do. But I think these are really going to perform. As you can see, that's a heavy cartridge. No, don't shoot that. Really never shoot that in anything other than a magnum proofed 3-inch gun, because you will blow your hand off. Now the biggest shot size I have is AAA. I don't know if it'll focus on there. You can really see the size of those pellets. Again, another Live Ale Express cartridge. Super Game, 36 grams of AAA. There we are. This is not the hardest kicking cartridge either. This is a 70mm, so 2 3/4 inch cartridge, and you can see instead of the 6-point crimp up there, it's got a frangible, i.e., easily breaks apart, plastic disc up there. Now the idea behind that is that these cartridges, because there is all of that inside there, it reduces the load space. So they use a frangible plastic disc, which is just held back by a rolled turnover. You may see abbreviated in catalogues to RTO. That's what it is, and that's what the 5 different in comparison to your regular game cartridges you'll find.
So the theory behind that is it holds more pellets in the case. Again, these are Fox cartridges. You could use them on squirrel drays, but it's a little bit big for that. You'll yeah, these are Fox cartridges really. Again, I haven't had a chance to try these on animals, but I've patterned them, and they got some poke through 3/4 choke. There's not a bad pattern density at all. So yeah, these are good cartridges. But I hope I've explained that well enough. If I haven't, and you'd like a bit of help, just post the comments below, and I will see if I can get back. Well, I will get back to you sometime, and help you out. Alright, cheers.